Meeting to order for Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. The staff would please confirm the presence of a quorum.
Mr. Bunkfist, Mr. Horke,
Here.
Mr. Hahn,
Here.
Dr. King,
Here.
Ms. Carlson, Mr. McCarty,
Here.
Mr. Mooney,
Here.
Mr. Neal,
Present.
Mr. Woodard. And we have a quorum.
Thank you. We do have a quorum. There are no changes to the agenda. First item is the approval of the two most previous meeting minutes, January 21, 2025 and February 3rd, 2025. What's the pleasure of the board?
Make a motion to approve previous minutes, sir.
Move to approve.
Second.
Move to
Approve.
Second.
This is
Mr. Khan and Mr. Mooney, first and second
for both sets.
for both sets.
Yes, for both sets, sir.
Okay.
Second.
Nobody's virtual. We have a second from Mr. Mooney. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The minutes are approved. Next item, we are going to dispense with the rules of procedure because there are no procedures to have. The only item we have on our agenda are the two consent items for Family Express and Westfield Operations Center. I'll turn to staff for any explanation that you would like to give on either of those.
Not a lot. I don't really have any, other than this is the first one is a gas station that is part of the Harmony, PUD. It's actually south of the 146th Street roadway, but it's still within it's still within Westfield, Washington Township jurisdiction, so, it is in our jurisdiction. It fully complies. This was going to be a get-go many years ago, and spent a whole lot of time back then really working on the design of that site and the look of that site, and Family Express fully complies with that previous set of requirements. And the Westfield Operations Center, I apologize, I don't know anything about it.
It's just what we approved last year for the remodel of the transportation
Okay.
center.
Yeah, so there we go.
The Family Express site originally was two fast food restaurants that never happened.
Yeah, right.
So it's iteration 3. Moving on.
3.
Any other questions?
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve by Dr. King, second by Mr. McCarty. Any further discussion? Do you wanna call the roll?
Sure. Mr. Horke,
Yes.
Mr. Khan,
Yes.
Dr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Carlson,
Yes.
Mr. McCarty,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney,
Yes.
Mr. Neal.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion approved. We have no other items for business or workshop. We have 4 continued items currently. Kevin, do we know if Fenley Creek is gonna actually meet their deadline from this board? Have we heard anything from them regarding whether they'll be at our March 3rd meeting, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, I haven't heard anything, so I would assume yes. I know they were intent on making that.
So just like I had stated to, I forget who was on our call, I know you had to drop off on Wednesday. But they have to appear no matter what, because the deadline
Right.
dies there.
Yeah.
So whether they're ready or not, they have to come back for an extension, so it may be good to remind them of that in case they've forgotten, but I'm
Yep.
sure you'll be on top of that. Moving to Plan Commission reports, I'll just give one quick report. Our esteemed Vice President Billy Bunkfist and his wife had their second child. All is well. Mom is good. Everybody's home. And so I wanted to announce that on their behalf, which is why he's not here tonight, rightfully so. Any other reports from Plan Commission members?
I'll just say my typical city council report from last week. It was nearly a 3-hour meeting. So in lieu of trying to keep this meeting brief, if you do have any questions about what possibly went on, feel free to ask me afterwards, or just check my Facebook page for my detailed update. So thank you.
Very good. Board of Zoning Appeals.
We had actually half a year's worth of items on the last agenda. And I'll just go through them very quickly. Up on 172nd Street in Joliet, on Joliet Road on 172nd. Guys tearing down, or the building actually fell down, and for the all practical purposes, they were building this back, and it required a variance because it was so old. So we gave them the variance to build back. It's in the setback, and the old one was in the setback too, so we did that. And then South Union across from the college, 3 months ago, we approved one of the residences tearing down their garage and building a new one. Well, right next door, they wanna tear their garage down and build a new one, so we say, yeah, you can do that.
Keeping up
So
with the
that was
Joneses.
there. We, out on 6 Points Road, up 205th to 6 Points, we approved the zoning variances for the new fire station that will be there. Again, I'm assuming it's 4 or 5 years out, but it's, they wanted to make sure that they could do the landscaping correctly and how they have to configure the fire station out there. And we permitted petitioner who runs Kid City USA to, in the Spring Mill Trails PUD, to put a fence around their property. So that was probably a reasonable request for the kids. And the last thing, up by Grand Park, where it's on Wheeler Road, 184th Wheeler Road, there's an area, you wanna put a storage unit in there. We had to, it's a real odd shaped triangular thing, and not much is gonna fit, but we approved the variance because it is in the 31 overlay district up, that far up, by the Grand Park. So we approved that. It's one of the nicer looking storage facilities I think I've seen in a long time. And may attract some other businesses around here because they'll put the road in and other adjacent, sewer and water and everything, so pretty nice. So those were the 5 things we had.
Thank you, Dr. Keen. Plat Committee.
We didn't meet, and next Monday's meeting is already canceled.
Oh, have you guys met this year yet at all?
We have not.
Oh, man.
We're gonna forget what we do.
Community development.
Planning is not super like exciting, I guess. Not a lot to report. We are trying to dial in this joint meeting that I've been talking about now for the last several meetings, with the city council for the comp plan with the consultant. Right now, we're targeting March 31st. I know that's kind of coming up on spring break. It's a 5th Monday. It's not finalized, but right now that's kind of what we're looking at. If we're not gonna have the majority of the plan commission at that meeting, then let me know and we'll look to find
Yeah.
another date.
I'm gone, but I could get on virtual, I'll just be in Wisconsin, but if it's a joint meeting, the city council president's gonna run it anyway, correct?
Probably,
Provided
we'll
we
have
have
to open up both
Oh, okay.
bodies, but probably
Don't change
preside
that.
officially and then probably
And
just
then
hand it
transfer
over,
to.
really just hand it over to the consultants.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's really gonna be their
Got it.
show. It's like, it will be a workshop for
Yeah.
you guys to engage with the consultant on
Okay.
some activities that they wanna do with you.
Location,
Yeah, good question.
TBD.
I think we were thinking Grand Park at the moment, but haven't locked that down yet either.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, just bigger space
Yeah.
to get everybody in there and have space to move around. Right? But we're getting closer, but haven't confirmed it. But if you could let me know if that's really just gonna be a problem and we'll find something else. We need to get this done within the next 45, 60 days to kind of keep things on pace for the consultant. So if we need to find another date, we need to find it quickly.
Thank you.
Alright.
With no other items before the commission, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
It's moved by Mr. McCarty, seconded by Mr. Horkay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned at 7:18.
Wow, this is like a speedy one.
Mr. Larson, thank you. We'd have been done 10 minutes ago if the mayor hadn't been here. Hope he catches that at the end of the meeting.
That'll probably work, cause Westfield spring break is the 3rd through the 10th.